For the last few years, AI labs competed in a vacuum, focusing on building the smartest models in isolated environments. That sandbox phase is ending. The industry is moving into a race for real-world deployment. This week, 4 distinct events signaled the shift: a valuation upset in the hundreds of billions, a $4 billion enterprise offensive, state-level border lockdowns for researchers, and a new set of ethical rules issued by the Vatican. These moves suggest that the focus of the AI ecosystem is migrating away from the laboratory and toward the front lines of global industry and geopolitics. Anthropic's valuations surged past OpenAI's $852 billion mark, securing a $65 billion round for a $965 billion valuation. Now, KPMG is deploying Anthropic's Claude to 276,000 employees across 138 countries for audit and tax workflows. European firms are also consolidating. Cohere has acquired Aleph Alpha to form a combined entity valued at $20 billion. Backed by the Schwarzbrink, this move creates a sovereign AI company designed to meet strict European GDPR compliance. OpenAI is responding by shifting toward the public markets and direct integration. They have filed a confidential S-1 for a September 2026 IPO and established a $4 billion subsidiary called the DeployCo. This organizational chart shows the scale of the new entity. DeployCo is backed by TPG, McKinsey, Capgemini, Goldman Sachs, and Bain Capital. Through the acquisition of the firm tomorrow, OpenAI is now embedding 150 engineers directly into client organizations to manage complex, production-grade AI operations. These structural changes indicate that the new competitive barrier in AI is no longer just the model. It's the ability to integrate that model into global business infrastructure. As companies fight for contracts, nation-states are asserting control over the people who build the code. China now requires mandatory government approval for any overseas travel by top AI engineers and founders at firms like Alibaba and DeepSeek. The policy targets researchers deemed strategically important. It follows attempts by U.S. companies to recruit Chinese talent, including Meta's move to acquire Monis AI. While physical movement is being restricted, the digital infrastructure used for training is facing its own set of threats. This diagram illustrates an active supply chain attack known as TeamPCP. Attackers are poisoning open-source Python and JavaScript packages on GitHub to infiltrate development pipelines. The goal is to harvest cloud credentials and extract model weights from the servers of AI research labs. The persistence of these attacks highlights a shift in the threat landscape. The primary risks have moved from the behavior of the models to the vulnerabilities within the open-source supply chain and the mobility of human talent. To support these enterprise deployments, the underlying models are being optimized for high-volume execution. Google has moved Gemini 3.5 Flash into general availability, focusing on the speed required for agentic workflows. This radar chart shows improvements over the previous version. Gemini 3.5 Flash is 4 times faster than 3.1 Pro, outputting 284 tokens per second. It is priced at $1.50 per million input tokens, showing a 26% improvement on agentic benchmarks. Accessibility is also increasing at the developer level. xAI has expanded Grok Build, allowing users to install the model via a single terminal command. Supporting these systems requires significant capital. ByteDance is preparing a $70 billion infrastructure program, funded by its $50 billion in 2025 profits. This includes a deal for millions of Qualcomm ASICs to support Daobao, a chatbot with 300 million monthly users. The focus of the market has moved toward efficiency. The labs winning the current cycle are those capable of executing complex workflows at the lowest latency and cost. As AI becomes part of global infrastructure, traditional institutions are weighing in on its ethical use. Pope Leo XIV has released Magnifica Humanitas, the first Vatican Encyclical to address AI, human dignity, and labor. The document was released alongside Anthropic co-founder Chris Olah, a self-described atheist. This partnership suggests the Vatican is seeking a role in AI oversight that bridges religious and secular perspectives. The underlying message is that the safety and ethical implications of AI are too significant to be managed by technology companies alone. In the 42,000-word document, The Pope declared the Catholic Church's traditional just war theory outdated, citing the rise of autonomous weapon systems. This marks a moment where global institutions are actively attempting to rewrite the ethical rules governing human conflict in the age of AI. Between Anthropic's rise to the top of the valuation charts, OpenAI's move into enterprise operations, and new travel bans and ethical decrees, the industry's trajectory has changed. The events this week show that AI has moved beyond the lab and is being integrated into the economic and legal structures of global society. If you want to keep up with the data driving these shifts, like this video and share it. Subscribe to KYC AI Labs for the science behind the headlines. Thank you for watching.